Hello, audience. My name is Dawson. His name is Justin.
Hello.
And we want to welcome you guys back to episode 6 of Throwback Thursdays. This is the show where we pick a movie from 2005 and back, which is Throwback for us. We
hmm
watch that movie and we come back and we review that movie. This week is Justin's week to pick movies. So, Justin, what movie are we watching for today's Throwback Thursday?
So it's October, and today's date is October the 13th. So I think it's only fitting that we watch the horror classic Friday the 13th.
On a Thursday.
I mean, but this is the 13th, and we don't do Throwback Friday, so close enough.
So, the first Friday the 13th.
hmm The first out of like 20 movies.
Not 20, but you're.
I mean, but there's a lot of them. Like there's Friday
There's
vs.
just,
Jason, there's like Jason X, there's like this, that, and whatever. There's a lot of them.
all right.
So this is new to me. Maybe it's new to you. Hopefully it's good.
Yep.
So we back in a flash. And we're back. So we both finished watching Friday the 13th, and synopsis of it real quick is a group of camp counselors is stalked and murdered by an unknown assailant while trying to reopen a summer camp, which, years before, was the site of a child's drowning. It stars Betsy Palmer, Adrian King, Janice Taylor, Kevin Bacon, other people, a lot of other people that I've never heard of before in my life. But anyways, let's get right into discussing about the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, Friday the 13th is like one of the big, great horror classics along lines of Halloween and like A Nightmare on Elm Street and just all these names that everybody knows, no matter if you're a fan of the genre or not, everybody knows these names.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say, I did not like this movie.
Oh yeah.
Like I've seen the original Halloween and the original Nightmare on Elm Street, and those
Mm-hmm.
like gave me some scares. Like this, of course, there was like tiny little scares with like
Jump scares.
yeah jump scares, but like which a lot of the horror back then was just like jump scares.
Oh yeah, it's basically like matching. Like it's not even. You know what the old jump scares are. The
Hmm.
old jump scares are not really like 100% the visuals. It's the music behind it.
Hmm.
Because the music really adds to it. Like if it was just um a random jump scare, someone coming at you, you would jump. But it's something about the music that adds to it, and a
Hmm.
lot of this music in this movie just it made me jump sometimes. Like I think I've jumped like a total of like 3 or 4 times in this movie because of the music almost alone.
Hmm. Like honestly, I was thinking to myself like this, like towards the end of the movie, I was like when she's in the boat, but they're playing like the the like she saved music basically like the police are standing like right on the shore and like everything's about to
I
turn out
knew
all
exactly what
right.
was going to happen.
Like looking back on it, I should have known too, but I was like I started feeling like secure, like yeah, nothing
Hmm.
else is going to happen. And then when Jason pops out of the water and grabs her, it's like okay, that was like the one that's like the biggest scare of the movie, and it's like okay, that's it.
See, I knew it was going to happen because I have seen a few parts of this movie,
hmm.
and that being pretty much the biggest part is the end of it. Um, she survives,
Hmm.
and she's out in the middle of the water, and all of a sudden Jason pulls her in. I've seen that part. I was expecting it. I didn't jump as hard, but it is the almost expecting it so much, and you're intensely watching it. You're focusing on it. You still jump anyway,
Hmm.
even though you're expecting it and you know what's going to happen. That was a pretty spooky part.
Yeah. Like overall like this movie like did not do much for me. Like there was like I said a few scares like when the like I don't remember which one it was, but like some of like the early killings, but then like some of the killings look so dumb. Like the girl in the bathroom who got the axe to the face.
Mhm.
It's like that was like they didn't show any of it. Like it's like there was a sound and the camera pans back and like she has the axe to the face like okay That was 10 out of 10 spook. I'm totally spooked. I'm never going to summer camp.
Yeah.
Dawson,
Mhm.
what are your thoughts and opinions on this movie?
Um. So, I am not a horror nut.
Mm.
I don't watch really any horror movies. Pretty much where I'm at in the horror genre is the behind the scenes, the facts, that kind of stuff. This movie was made on a $700,000 budget,
Mm.
which is, for a, small horror movie, for a first time horror movie, I think that's a pretty decent sized budget, but I feel like most of that budget was put towards the damn rain machine, because this movie is pretty much all done in torrential downpour.
Yeah.
Um, so I feel like most of the budget is to run those damn machines. Um, but I hmm, a lot of this movie is slow.
Mm.
Is a very slow movie. There are a few parts to this movie that just don't need to be there. Um, at the beginning, you're basically met with this girl named Annie, and you almost feel like she's going to be like the main character of the movie, but she ends up dying 20 minutes into the movie, and you're basically following mostly her for 20 minutes. I mean, you get to see Kevin Bacon's character and a few other characters that I don't know their names. I know Bill, Annie, and that's pretty much it.
Mm.
Um, but Annie's killed immediately, and her whole thing didn't need to be there. She was mentioned once when they're cooking food. They
Mm.
said, I wonder where Annie is. She's apparently a good cook, or she didn't need to be in it. But I understand that it was kind of like the filler time. They need another character to kind of for Jason to kill first. But how he knew
Not even
she was going to
Jason.
camp, huh?
Not even Jason.
It wasn't Jason.
The person who killed everybody, the entire movie, was Jason's mom. Because she's a psychotic bitch.
She wasn't the killer.
Yes, she was.
The entire movie.
Uh-huh. Jason in this movie is nobody. He's just the reason why she killed everybody. Jason doesn't really become a factor in the movie until the second one, I believe. But it's like,
Really?
she killed literally everybody. As far as I know, at least. That's what the movie is supposed to lead you to believe. Like, the only thing of Jason that you see is in the girl's dream at the end. Like,
Yeah, but why would people have such crazy reactions to an old lady?
I mean, anybody come at you with her big ass knife would be kind of scary. Unless they're doing a tandem murder, like she's killing everybody and he's killing people too. I don't know. I guess that's stuff that would be in like part two,
I
part three.
I guess I really didn't think about it much. I just kind of expected it because even on the cover art, it's Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's like the outline of Jason. It's not like the outline of the mom. Huh? I wonder who's the killer. Because I mean, at the end, of course, she tries to come after the final girl. Um, hmm. Anyway, yeah, who is the killer
I
throughout
mean,
the
the
movie?
cover art, the outline is literally just a human body. It's not really that
I
distinctive
know.
of features.
I don't know. Maybe the mom is the killer throughout the movie. If she even is the actual mom,
Like she's
or if she's a crazy lady.
like to me,
I didn't
she's
like.
not like scary or anything. She's just fucking weird.
I didn't like her.
Yeah, like
And they made her like the star of the movie. Like
mhm.
at the end, it says starring Annie, whatever her name
Betsy
is,
Palmer.
Betsy Palmer.
Yeah, it's like
Uh,
she's like the first named person. It's like okay, she didn't come around until like the last 20 minutes or so. And
yeah,
it's like who you're just she's literally just insane. There's nothing else to her character. She's literally just insane because her son drowned because the counselors weren't looking after him. They're too busy fucking.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's how she
okay.
puts it. Um, I the reason I don't hate this movie. I don't. I don't really dislike it. But I don't love it.
Hmm.
It's just kind of one of those movies. Would I watch it again? Sure. I think it's one of those, those fun teen slasher movies. What it's pretty much supposed to be.
Hmm.
I don't. There's lots of like mystery behind it, and there are another dozen movies in this film series. So there's a lot of lore still left to be found.
Hmm.
But I mean, if I was going to this movie without any other knowledge of any of the other movies, I'd probably be left disappointed
Hmm.
because it is kind of mysterious and it is kind of slow. Some of the kills, I understand why they're not shown because they don't have the budget for it. They do have the budget to hear a noise, scream, you see the axe, and then the axe is in her face. They do have the budget for that. And there was a whole scene, like, I think Kevin Bacon's scene is the most brutal because you see him hanging, or you see him laying in the bed, and then you see the knife come through his throat, and then blood spray,
Yeah.
and you see that. Um, but um, hold on, God damn it, let's cut right there. All right, sorry about that. I had a little bit of an interruption. Continuing speaking about Kevin Bacon's death, that's the most gruesome. Seeing the knife kind of come through him and then the blood spray. I love it because it's one of those shots that you could probably only get done once.
Hmm.
And when the blood spraying, he's like flickering his eyes, trying not to get blood in his eyes, and he's like twitching.
Hmm.
Um, and a lot of these scenes in the movie are probably like, do it once, get it right, because we don't have a budget to, do a bunch of takes.
Hmm.
And this movie is done on a pretty small budget. I mean, $700,000. It's a lot of money. It is. You could get by. But for a high budget slasher, that's not a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like with the budget it had and with the story I was trying to tell, it did an okay job. I understand why it's a classic, and I understand why it got sequels. And it's getting a sequel in 2017 again,
A remake.
um, remake type thing. And I'm not opposed to checking that out. I don't know if I'll ever see it in the theater because I'm not too bothered,
Hmm.
or not, and I'm just like it doesn't do anything for me to see it in theater. But I might watch it, and it'll probably be it'll probably be extremely gruesome,
I mean,
because they do.
these remakes always happen. Like they remade Nightmare on Elm Street. They remade Halloween. So it's like it's only a matter of time until this got remade.
Yeah.
So
and,
it's these
and
things
other like
happen.
high budget like movies, like even like Godzilla, that was recently made in I believe it was like 2012 again,
Mm.
or 2013. I don't remember what year it got remade. um but they're bigger. There's more money, of course. There's probably going to be more gruesome kills, more inventive kills. This movie has their flaws, but of course it is, an older movie, and it's done on a smaller budget, and it's done probably pretty fast.
Hmm.
Probably a small time frame. This movie takes place in June, so it's right in the beginning of summertime, and of course summer camp starts. Um, like I said, the most money went towards those damn rain machines
Yeah.
because it was pouring through the entire movie. Um, and I bet those actors were just fucking like, "Oh my God, stop the rain already." One thing I do want to end off though, before or end off on my kind of like my final comment is the last thing I would have done at the end of all that is get in a boat in the middle of just in the pitch black and go out in the middle of the lake.
Hmm.
It's the last thing I would have done. I would have I would have never done that. It's like who gets in a boat who gets in a boat in the dark in the first place? You can't see
Yeah, but I feel
water.
like she literally just killed a person. She probably wasn't thinking about anything besides, I don't want to be on the ground because there might be more people coming. And then
I
have a
I
harder time
guess
getting to be in the water than on ground.
yeah. I guess for me, I just have a fear of the water anyway.
Mm.
So for me, that's like a no-no. I would never get in the water.
Mm.
Uh, but I was sitting there waiting, and I was like, all right, she's gonna get in the boat soon. She gets in the boat. I'm like, all right. And she goes in the water. You're dumb. You're really, really stupid. Get on land. Stop it. Okay. Nope. All right. Cuts. Then, like you said, morning time. And she's just sitting there sleeping with her damn hand in the water. Uh, and then yeah, just I was like, fucking hell, get out of the water. Go jump on a roof or something. I don't know. Get on a tree. I don't know what the fuck you're gonna do. Don't get in the water. Um, yeah, I wonder if her character is in any of the other movies.
I will.
Uh,
Which one was that? Let's see. Was she Brenda? I don't remember her people's name.
Brenda.
She might have been Brenda.
Let me look.
I don't think she's
Oh, her
Brenda.
name's Alice.
Alice. Okay, let's see.
Uh, she was in part two also.
Okay.
Oh, the part two is called. Oh, why? Wait, why wouldn't it let me look at it? Yeah, it's called like um,
Friday the
Friday
13th Part 2.
part two, but it said like Alice something. It's like a subtitle.
I
I don't
have
know.
no clue.
Oh my God, and the mom was in it too. Ah, gee,
I mean, that might be just be a
yeah,
flashback. Something like that. I don't know.
in a flashback. I don't know. I don't really care. It was an okay movie. I'd watch it again, but it's not my favorite.
Hmm. So, on to the ratings.
Yep.
And as per usual, I shall go first. And like I said, I really didn't care for this movie all too much. So I'm going to give it a 5. Because
Okay.
it did nothing for me. It barely scared me. It did not evoke any kind of emotion in me.
Oh yeah, I wasn't scared either.
Yeah.
I'm
So
scared at all.
it's, oh, cause, and I've seen a lot of better movies from this time period. So, yeah. 5. Dawson, what do you give it?
Five.
Cool.
Same thing. Easy. 5-5.
Dawson, would you recommend this movie?
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to see this movie, you've already seen it, and if you
Yeah.
haven't, watch it. I mean, it's just like it. Yeah. Do you recommend it?
I would rather recommend something along the lines of Halloween or Nightmare on Elm Street. So I don't
So
recommend this movie.
different.
I'd recommend if you're looking for any kind of horror, I'd suggest any other thing from this time period.
All right.
So yeah, guys, like thank y'all for watching. Join us on Saturday for Animation Saturday. It's one of my picks. Maybe I'll pick a movie that I enjoy more. But till then, guys, we'll see you later.
Bye.